Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to leave your dead-end job and live a life of freedom even if you've got minimal skills, minimal qualifications. It doesn't matter. The UK is absolutely fucked right now thanks to this absolute legend of a man. I'm joking if you don't understand me sarcasm. So expect for more of your money to be taken from you. More income tax, more national insurance contributions, more pension tax, less capital gains tax, less jobs, less opportunities. Just this year alone, 180,000 jobs have been lost in the private sector. So that's basically small businesses, not these big massive corporations. I'm talking about businesses with 1 to 50 employees. 180,000 jobs have been cut, which is bloody insane. You talk about job security, there's no such thing in 2025, 2026. A lot of companies are going to fail. You're better just making money on your own terms. You have to think ahead to the future. You cannot depend on the government anymore, but we're not going to make this political. I'm going to show you how to escape this shithole, and whether that means actually escaping the country or just escaping the current situation that you're in. And I'm going to show you how I kind of live life on my terms and exactly what you need to do it too, right? And why should you listen to me? So my name's Sean. I've got 16 years business experience. I've built 3 six-figure companies. So I'm not a millionaire, but I do pretty good for myself. And anytime that I start a new business, I'm usually pretty successful with it, right? My main business is helping people make more money. So I've got a gym, and within that gym we've got 22 coaches, and I basically help them grow on social media and build their client base through social media, whether it's an in-person coaching business or whether it's an online coaching business, so you can do it from anywhere in the world. There's me, martial artist, PT. There's me in my own gym. YouTube plaque for 100,000 subscribers, and me in a business mastermind. So I am nothing special. I said this in my last video. I'm a below average student. I only got 4 A to C's in my GCSEs. I dropped out of the first college I attended. I only had 37% attendance in my second college, which I actually cheated my way through, and I dropped out of university after the first year. I've only really had 2 jobs. I'm from a poor background, poor working class parents, raised by a single mother from age 12, never had a loan or investor, no one to show me the way. My dad wasn't really present in my life. All of my family were terrible with money, and I had to figure out all this shit by myself. Yet I made it out my career path. I was a PT, gym owner, online coaching, made my way into personal branding and started YouTube. And just there's some money screenshots just of some of my side hustles and main hustles if you want some credibility there. So you cannot save your way to success. This is a common misconception. If you're making $2,000 a month, you're not going to become a millionaire. How long is it going to take you to have $100,000 in your bank account, or even $100,000 in your pension if you're only making $2,000 a month, or even $3,000 a month these days? This is what we are told. So you go to school, go to college, go to university, get your qualifications, get a job, work from 20 years old to 67 years old, live off your pension for a few years and then die. Oh, and hope to win the lottery. That is the UK dream right there. And let's say you did go to university, whoop-de-doo, you've got a degree. Now you can fight the other 1 million people who get degrees every year for one of these jobs. Pause this screen. Do you want to do any of these jobs? If so, then cool, no problem. You know what you need to do in life, go for it. But if you're like me and you didn't get a degree, then you're kind of limited to these jobs. Usually, if you haven't got a degree, you're told, well, you can be an electrician, a plumber, a builder and labourer, a mechanic, a carpenter. You could be a delivery driver, a forklift operator. Ooh, very exciting. I don't know about you, but I wanted more from life than just to be in an office or in a trade job. I wanted adventure. I wanted excitement. I wanted variety. So I become a PT, I opened up my own gym, and I started a YouTube channel. These 3 professions right here have allowed me to pretty much live life on my own terms. It's been a graft, it's been a hustle, it's hard work. It's hard work no matter what path you take. So you might as well choose a path that's in alignment with what you're passionate about or what you're interested in. And now, pretty much, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I go on nice holidays with me family. I go on business masterminds, which are tax deductible against me business. I smoke cigars in Marbella on a random Thursday night. Life is pretty good. I don't have to ring up me boss to ask for time off. I don't have to get permission from anyone. And you can do this too. As I said, I am not special whatsoever. It's just that you are not aware of the paths that there are to take. This is the traditional model right here. School, degree, job. This traditional model is broken, and I've laid it out for you. Here are the average wages and expenses for the different age ranges. So if you're 18 to 20 years old, you're roughly making around 17 to 18,000 pounds after tax and national insurance contributions. And if you move out and you're by yourself and you've got a car, general expenses roughly come to around 20,000 pounds. So you're looking at a 3,000 pound shortfall. If you're 20 to 30 years old, you're roughly making around 31,000 pounds a year, which can come to around 23 to 25,000 pounds after taxes. Once again, depending on where you live within the UK, your expenses can be up to 25,000 pounds per year. So you're just about breaking even on a 31,000 pound salary. It's absolutely bonkers, and it's only getting worse. So roughly, in order to be able to save 5,000 pounds per year and have money left over, you need to be on a salary of 38,000. This is obviously generalised. There's going to be exceptions to this rule, and most people hit this 40,000 pound threshold when they are 30 to 40 years old. These are all government statistics. So this is pretty much where you need to be if you want to make an alright living and get by without worrying about paying your bills. But making 25k a year is not enough anymore. 40,000 pounds leaves you with only a few £1,000 left over at the end of the year after your tax and expenses. Even if you live extremely minimally and manage to save 10k per year or 15k per year, one holiday or one big unexpected expense can wipe out half, if not all of those savings. Your car breaks down, or you have a crash, or you get kicked out of your house that you're renting, or a family member is in a really bad situation and you need a loan, or maybe there's a big medical bill that comes up. So if you account for unexpected expenses that pop up randomly, it's going to take you 12 to 15 years to save 100 grand. And even if you have got 100 grand saved, trust me, it doesn't change your situation. You can't retire on 100 grand. I've seen family members sell the house, have 120 grand in the bank account, and then within a year or 2 years, it's gone. Few holidays, little turkey teeth, nice handbag for the wife. The money just goes like that. So what is the solution? Well, the first option is just to learn a new skill and then monetize that skill. So an example is personal training. I saved up, did a 6-week course, got me level 3 in personal training, and then I became a PT. And then I started building my brand. And obviously, that's a whole different story. It was difficult, but it's put me in the position that I'm in now. And when I became a personal trainer, it was £3,500 for me qualification. The good thing about PT qualifications these days is you can get them government funded and you don't have to pay them back until you're earning a certain amount. Or you've got option B, build an audience on social media around your interests and then monetize that audience. I'm going to talk about both right now. So option A, you do a short time frame qualification. So a qualification that will take you a few weeks or a few months that you can turn into a business extremely fast. And here's some examples right here. So you can become a PT, a nutrition coach, exercise referral or GP referral. You could do breath work and cold exposure coach, which is a load of bullshit, but you get me point. You can do workshops, retreats, online breathing programs, sell PDFs on how to do breath work and cold exposure online, and you just make content around that topic. You got mindset coaching, therapy, performance coaching. You just do a life coach certification, which takes you 4 to 8 weeks. Your business model is one-on-one coaching, masterminds, digital programs, PDFs, online courses, NLP practitioner, hypnotherapy certificate. You could learn some digital and online business skills. You can get digital marketing certifications, become a social media manager, learn about copywriting and email marketing and do that for other businesses. You can learn about web design and creating funnels for businesses, which you can learn extremely fast for free on YouTube. You can learn to do video editing or content creation. There's some cheap courses online. I bought a course the other day for $27 on how to create better content. Was it incredible? Not really. I knew everything within the course, but I was sitting there thinking, if I didn't know how to create content, this would be a pretty good place to start. It was $27. You can learn tech skills in cybersecurity, IT support, user interface design foundations, and you can do these 4 to 12 week courses and then start a business online, monetizing these skills. And then here's some more for you. And then I literally ChatGPT'd what are the top 5 highest earning and fastest to monetize options. Personal training, online coaching, digital marketing, so you reach out to companies and do their ads for them or build their funnels for them. Copywriting, email marketing, video editing. It's so easy to do video editing. Literally 10 to 20 hours of video editing and you've pretty much learned the majority of the stuff that you'd ever need to create decent videos. Property sourcing and deal deal packaging. So basically finding properties and being the middleman between the company selling the property and then the actual buyer. So you do a short course or qualification on any of these, set up your social media business profile and start marketing your services in your spare time around your 9 to 5. So this is literally what my PTs do. They work full time in the current job, and in the time off, they build the income up until it matches the 9 to 5, and then they leave the 9 to 5 and use all that extra time to pour back into the business. So, I mean, we had a PT do this recently. She was working at Aldi. She was a manager making something like 28k a year, starting at 5 a.m. and then like finishing at 3 p.m. After she would finish, she would then come to my gym, train her friends, train her family, create content, get some free results, and then from there, leverage those results to get full paying clients. And then she built all of her evenings up. So she was going to work in the morning, then coming into my gym, doing her PT sessions in the evening. Once she stacked out all of her evenings and she was earning £2,500 per month, she left Aldi and now she's got all that time back. And then she filled all that time with more sessions and online clients. And now she's doing £5,000 a month. Now, it took her a while, but what was her other option? It was to just stay in Aldi, and maybe she could wait until she goes up a band and now she's earning an extra £1,000 per year. It's nothing. But Sean, that's a lot of work, starting a new business. Yep, it is. So what? Who cares? Do it or stay in the same position and hate your life and have no money. It's all hard. Living the life that you're currently living is hard. Doing this is hard. Life being hard and struggling is always guaranteed. Everyone struggles. It's a constant. Or you can go option B, which is usually what I recommend. Build and monetize your social media platform. So did you know that you can make thousands of pounds every month talking about and reacting to things that you're interested in? This is the ultimate side hustle. YouTube, I've spoke about it in the majority of my videos on this channel. So why is YouTube the best side hustle? Because it only takes 1 to 2 hours per night. You don't need any initial investment or setup cost. You can literally do it with your phone. You don't need to do any Mr. Beast style editing. You don't need a team. You don't need an editor. You don't need a videographer. You don't need a thumbnail guy, a graphics designer. None of that. You don't need to film in public. You can just do it all from your home, your office, your bedroom. No vlogs or time-consuming long-form documentaries. It's all a load of crap. You can sit there in your room like how I'm doing right now and make money from YouTube. You can literally make money reacting to videos that you're already interested in. And the good thing is, once you're monetized, each video is an asset which pays you continually in the future. And this is exactly what I did. This is my channel right here. So this is a screenshot from last month. So I'm currently on 278,000 subscribers. Here's my stats from the last 90 days, 8.8 million views, 37,000 subscribers gained, £23,000 in revenue. So I started taking YouTube seriously in 2023 because I got sick. I could no longer work in my main business effectively anymore. So my business stopped paying me because I had no energy to maintain and manage the business. It was going downhill as a byproduct of my health. So I needed a backup plan. So I went all in on YouTube with the 1 hour of energy I had on a daily basis, reacting to videos that I was already watching. I was giving me thoughts, editing out the mistakes, the stuttering, and I was literally pressing upload with a little bit of a simple thumbnail. And then 8 months later, after doing that, I was making £9,000 to £10,000 per month, not having to go into work, not having to train clients anymore, no one telling me what to do, and no one had leverage over me anymore. So God forbid, if my business closed down tomorrow, I'll still be able to support my family. And that's when I finally felt free. And we are currently in the month of November 2025. And these are my stats for October. So I uploaded 7 YouTube videos. As you can see here, this was a normal video and a YouTube short on this day. So it was 7 long form videos and I got paid £10,000. So at the end of November, I'm going to get paid £10,000 from YouTube. That's a nice little Christmas pay package. So in December, I'm going to Dubai. I've got a few nights out planned. I'm going to spoil my kids and my family. We're going to do loads of Christmas stuff together and I don't have to worry about money. And this is just me YouTube revenue as well. I've obviously got me online coaching. I've got me app. I've got me gym. I've got me digital products that I sell. And I've got me property. And I just use YouTube to fund my lifestyle. I use one business's income to pay me bills. I use another business's income to invest. And then I use YouTube to invest and pay for my lifestyle because it's also a tax write-off. So YouTube is set up as a business. That means if I go to Dubai specifically to film YouTube videos, or I go to a business mastermind in Marbella where we talk about how to grow your audience, then those trips are a tax write-off because they are exclusively for my YouTube business. So I am designing my lifestyle around YouTube and I'm not using my income from my normal job to pay for these holidays. And that's one thing we're not told. You go to your job, you do all the hours, the tax is taken from you before you get paid, and then you have to then pay for your holidays and your lifestyle out of whatever is left over. Whereas me, I pay my tax after all of my expenses. So for example, if I owe £10,000 in corporation tax, but then I have £10,000 of business expenses, then I can write off that corporation tax. So it's a better way of doing things. And here's how you can do it as well. So make a YouTube channel based on your interests, find videos within that niche, record yourself reacting to those videos and giving your thoughts, and then just upload consistently. So my main interests are martial arts and fighting, fitness, business and self-development and money and music. And I literally have a channel for each one of those interests. Here's my martial arts channel, here's my fitness channel, here's my business channel, and here's my music channel. 3 of those channels are monetized, just not this channel yet because I've only uploaded, like 10 videos to it. So anytime I have an interest that I want to talk about, I just make a channel around it because it's going to help me make more money. But less than 1% of YouTube channels make money because they don't know how YouTube works. You need to follow a formula. Many channels just throw shit at the wall and hope that it sticks. Then when something takes off, they really assess why that video took off and then make the correct course corrections to have continued success. So it's not about going viral, it's about being able to have continued success across every single video. And that's the key right there. Once you get that right, you will be able to earn more money from YouTube than you do in your regular job. And then hopefully you'll just be able to leave your 9 to 5 and make money on your own terms online. So then if you would like to start a channel and make an extra £1,000 to £3,000 per month reacting to videos, I've put together the exact formula for how to get monetized fast, and it's called the YouTube Growth Machine. This is it right here. It's a step-by-step system on how to start a channel, get monetized fast, make £1,000 to £3,000 per month, and then scale your channel to 100,000 subscribers. And it's a fully comprehensive course covering everything that you need to know. There's 58 videos in there, and the course is usually £297. But for this Black Friday, I'm putting the course on offer for just £97. That's £200 off this course. It will never be this price ever again. So this is the Black Friday offer for the YouTube Growth Machine. If you want to start living life on your terms, so you can make an extra £1,000 to £3,000 per month, so you can invest that money, or you can use that money to fund your lifestyle, and therefore no longer be a slave to your current 9 to 5. I vouch for this course, guys. If you go through all of the content, watch the videos, and this doesn't help your channel grow faster, I'll give you the 30-day money back guarantee. Links in the description. See you on the next one.